All week long, we have had the special opportunity to chat with very special women, but it hasn't been just that surface level chatter. We have genuinely had the chance to connect with these ladies through your viewers submitted questions. It's a series we call Take 5. Well-known women answer 5 questions from our Take 5 jar. And these viewer-submitted questions, as I said, were written with the intent to really get to know these ladies. And our final guest of this series, I'm telling you, is someone you do really want to know. Deanie Wimmer currently co-anchors KSL News at 6, 6:30, and 10 p.m. She is an Emmy Award-winning reporter who covers education for the station. And she spends a lot of her free time, what's left of it anyway, in the outdoors. Her favorite thing she'll tell you is to spend time with her family. This is such a treat to have you on our turf.
I feel the same way.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks for having me.
I said at the beginning of the hour, you are someone I've known for years, looked up to for years. You're a great friend and mentor, yet we sometimes have the chance to high five in the hallway.
We're on opposite ends of the spectrum, but
yeah.
It's been fun to watch you too and to see all the things that you're doing with this show.
Oh,
so
thanks,
I'm honored.
Thank you so much. And this is a unique position for you. You usually ask the questions.
I know. So it's
how's it feeling?
I'm a little nervous. I won't lie. Hit me with your questions.
The other generous offering here is we have time to chat on this show.
Right.
A little more than you do at the news desk.
You're not going to get the wrap at 1 minute.
Nope.
Wrap it up.
We got time. We got time. So viewers have sent some very thoughtful questions, and it really has. I have to give credit to our Studio 5 viewers because it really has brought forward some meaningful conversation. And you're someone who likes to chat. You're a talker.
I love making friends and meeting people. So yes.
Give it a dip.
Okay.
Let's go. Is that one of the things that drew you to this business? Is just you're a natural conversationalist.
I like to meet people. I love to talk to people and learn from people. So
yeah.
Yes.
All right, Deanie, what is the best part of the stage of life you are in right now?
Oh, you know, I feel like you've done a lot of the things that you want to do, or that the goals that, and so now you get to kind of redefine. Yeah. You get to decide what's next, what's my next chapter, what challenges do I want to do, what things I want to learn, and kind of redirect your life.
I love that you use the word goals, because that is one word I would use to describe you. You're a goal-driven individual, and you always have been.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me or hearing stories about a ballet bar in a basement cellar.
Oh my
that
word.
You would wake up early as a ballerina back in the day and
yes.
train and push yourself. And we know you as a great athlete, a great outdoors enthusiast. What keeps you motivated? What keeps pushing you toward those goals that you set for yourself?
I love learning. I love growing and trying to do new things. And that's something I'm grateful for, because it's served me well, but I really am passionate about trying to learn new things. That I took up skate skiing not too long ago.
What's
and I love it. It's kind of a difference between cross country and rollerblading. You might see it in the when they do the biathlon.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's awesome.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And you're outdoors almost every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
And has that always been part of you, even when you were little?
Not as well. I was always a dancer, so physical activity's always been a part of what I love to do. Yes.
Yeah, but now you get the Park City Mountains to do it in.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right, dip for question 2. This is fun girlfriend chat.
Oh, it's so fun. This is the most we've gotten to catch up since the July 24th float.
I mean, there's just a few friends listening in, but it's me and you, sister. What was your biggest surprise about marriage?
Oh, boy. You know, I think the things that I've learned about marriage is probably the lessons that apply to a lot of things. You try to remember how excited and how grateful and how happy you were when you got married, or when you got the new job, or when you got the new goal, or whatever, because it's easy over time to become complacent or to get used to it, and that's when you stop being happy and grateful for the kind of things that you have. And so I always remember that I chose him, and I spotted him on a news story.
Is that how it happened?
Yes. and you know, he was my guy. He was the guy. And so as long as I try never to forget that, and that keeps me wanting to keep that relationship.
I love that. In some ways, it's what we see, you know, the young influencers, as they're called, doing well, is just a little bit of romanticizing their life, and not to the point of, you know, perfectionizing it. But what I hear you saying is we've got to spot what's good and remember what's good in what's around us in life.
Right, so that you can be happy with what you have, because it's what you wanted, and it's what you chose, and it's what you work for.
Yes.
And the same thing with the job, you know. I still save that first script that I wrote and that first picture of my hand holding the microphone, because I never want to forget how much I worked for that, but how happy I was when it finally started happening.
I love that. I love that so much. All right, question 3. This is good. This is great. That applies to so many women in so many different roles and capacities too. What would you do if you knew you would not fail?
Oh,
If failure was off the table, I don't see failure actually stopping you in almost anything. Yeah.
It doesn't. And I'm not, because I failed a lot, but I have always thought of failure as a chance to just do better and learn from it. And it's not fun, but I'll try, I mean, maybe skydiving or something, like that.
Yeah,
But no, that's not the thing that stops me, because failure is not the end all.
Which is interesting coming from someone who has such a public profession. I mean, I think there's a different, right? I don't see you failing ever.
But there's been plenty.
I think the bumps that we all inevitably hit as humans, I mean, a lot of people do that in private, and you've probably had to take some of those on the air. That's not easy.
Yeah. So, I mean, you kind of learn that that's part of the game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I admire that about you. You're a go-getter. Yeah, fear is not part of your vocabulary.
It's not.
One of the many reasons we love this lady. We'll be back after the break so Deanie can answer her final 2 Take 5 questions. Stay with us. That was good. I like that.
Thank you.
Fear not part. We're with KSL News anchor Deanie Wimmer. She is answering your viewer-submitted Take 5 questions, and I have to say, doing a great job of it. For someone who usually asks the questions.
I'm much more comfortable doing what you're doing, but this is fun.
We've got a couple more minutes. Dip in.
Okay.
I think we have 2 more of our Take 5 promised counts.
Okay.
Let's see. What is one thing you wish you could tell younger you?
The one thing I wish I could tell younger you is that it's a lesson I've learned over time in my job. You see people every night who've had it, whatever my worst day is, people who've had it much worse, who've had a tragedy, and so to not be so caught up in my little problem of the day and to get beyond myself and look at others. I wish I'd done more of that in my younger years and just, you had that perspective.
That's the word I was going to reach for too. I think it's probably an not celebrated, underappreciated part of what we do is this perspective that we're given, right?
Yeah,
when you
right.
see these stories and hear people's worst days, as you
Best
describe
days
them.
too. You see
Sure.
the best days and the
Sure.
inspiration from that, but often when you come in and you had a bad day,
Yeah.
it's sobering to then see the people in that day, others, what they went through.
Good perspective,
So,
good answer.
all right.
All right, 5th and final. Will it be light? Will it be deep? We don't know, but we're here for it. What do you value in a relationship? No specific relationship mentioned. What do you value in a good relationship?
I value work ethic. I value fun. I value honesty. I value activity.
You have a group of good girlfriends I know that you're out in the mountains with quite often.
Yes, I love that. I have my posse of gals that we run, we ski, we bike, and I'm so grateful. It makes life richer.
Yeah.
Even in my marriage, we're trying to evolve and learn new things that we could do together. And I'm learning I'm terrible at tennis, but just those kinds of things are what make life fun and rich is those relationships that you can do what you love.
Yes, how's Phil at tennis?
He's better than me, but we're both learning.
Deanie, this was a treat. It really was. Thank you so much. Of course, you can see Deanie every evening on KSL 5 News. We love her. We admire her. A great way to put a bow on this series.